We are reminded that, in the fleeting time we have on this earth, what matters is not wealth, or status, or power, or fame, but rather how well we have loved and what small part we have played in making the lives of other people better. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Keep exploring. Keep dreaming. Keep asking why. Don't settle for what you already know. Never stop believing in the power of your ideas, your imagination, your hard work to change the world. When times get tough, we don't give up, we get up. Change is never easy, but always possible. When ignorant folks want to advertise their ignorance, you don't really have to do anything. You just let them talk. If somebody is different from you, that's not something you criticize. That's something that you appreciate. You can't always come up with the optimal solution, but you can usually come up with a better solution. Just because we have the best hammer does not mean that every problem is a nail. Fighting for what you think is right is always worth it. The best way to not feel hopeless is to get up and do something. Don't wait for good things to happen to you. If you go out and make some good things happen, you will fill the world with hope. You will fill yourself with hope. Our destiny is not written for us, but by us. Fear, uncertainty, and discomfort are your compasses toward growth. If you run, you stand a chance of losing. But if you don't run, you've already lost. Every single one of you has something you're good at. Every single one of you has something to offer. And you have a responsibility to yourself to discover what that is. That's the opportunity an education can provide. The future belongs to young people with an education and the imagination to create. We did not come to fear the future. We came here to shape it. Don't just get involved. Fight for your seat at the table. Better yet, fight for a seat at the head of the table. The best anti-poverty program is a world-class education. If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. Transparency and the rule of law will be the two stones of this presidency. Our founders made it extraordinarily difficult to amend the Constitution. Take off your bedroom slippers. Put on your marching shoes. Shake it off. Stop complaining. Stop grumbling. Stop crying. We are going to press on. We've got work to do. Every life must be given the chance to realize its full potential, that every life matters. You have the ability and gifts to do whatever you want. It is your turn now to change the world. Yes, we can. If poverty is a disease that infects the entire community in the form of unemployment and violence, failing schools and broken homes, then we can't just treat those symptoms in isolation. We have to heal that entire community. While freedom is a gift from God, it must be secured by His people here on earth. I don't believe people should be able to own guns. The best education I received was working with people in the community on a grassroots basis, because what it taught me was that ordinary people, when they are working together, can do extraordinary things. Money is not the only answer, but it makes a difference. As you get older, your mind gets a little more set, and it needs the poking and prodding and breaking through of stereotypes that I think young people provide. Stamina. There is a greater physical element to this job than you would think. Just being able to grind it out. And I think your ability to not just mentally and emotionally, but physically be able to say, "We got this. We're going to be okay." I accept that people are going to call me awful things every day, and I will always defend their right to do so. We reward people a lot for being rich, for being famous, for being cute, for being thin. One of the values I think we need to instill in our country, in our children, is a sense of usefulness. In other words, are we useful? Are we making other people's lives a little bit better? As has been well documented, I smoked pot as a kid, and I view it as a bad habit and a vice, not very different from the cigarettes that I smoked as a young person up through a big chunk of my adult life. I don't think it is more dangerous than alcohol. The fact that we are here today to debate raising America's debt limit is a sign of leadership failure. It is a sign that we now depend on ongoing financial assistance from foreign countries to finance our government's reckless fiscal policies. Every country has violent, hateful, or mentally unstable people. What's different is not every country is awash with easily accessible guns. I've got 2 daughters, 9 years old and 6 years old. I am going to teach them first of all about values and morals. But if they make a mistake, I don't want them punished with the baby. Don't shortchange the future because of fear in the present.